in their own podcast. Sit back, relax, Still Spinning is here. Still spinning. Still spinning. Still spinning. Still spinning.
Hello and welcome to the Still Spinning Podcast. This is episode number 138, which means Nicole and I have now done this 138 times, and somehow we still have things to talk about.
It's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Tonight we have a genuinely weird mix of stories you're going to love.
Really is kind of an odd.
It sure is. Stick around, tell a friend. Check out everything we've got going on too at stillspinningpodcast.com. Hey, a couple of things before we go. Okay. Number one, I apologize for last week. There was a little glitch in our podcast release. I noticed. So first of all, I don't really pay that close attention to numbers, right? We get a certain number of podcast listens every week.
Mm-hmm.
And but what popped up on my screen was 2. And I said, that's not right. There's something weird there. Yeah. Well, because when I changed over all of that stuff,
right,
the new website and everything, I forgot to change the thing that tells everything else what the podcast address is. The XML RSS feed, if you will.
Yes. So I meant to ask you about the XML
yes,
RSS
I did.
feed.
Yeah, I know. And you should have. I wish you would have asked me if I had updated that. And I did not. It is fixed now. So many of you may have, if you subscribe to the podcast, you may have gotten a note today saying, hey, here's the podcast with 311. What's wrong with the date on there? Well, that's because it was the one republishing from last week. So that's all taken care of. Apologies to you. I have people actually call me and say, hey, did the podcast not come out? I'm like, what? No. Huh? Yeah, it came out. I know we pushed, and then I figured out the problem. So that's all taken care of. Yeah, that's, I guess, the big thing I want to mention. I guess.
Do you want to tell us how long? So last week, for those of you who've listened already, Dan got a 3D printer.
Mm-hmm.
I would love an update, and I think this should just be a weekly thing now. How many hours since you purchased it has it not been running? Not since you purchased it, my bad. Since you set it up, how many hours has it not been running?
It's running a lot. I'm making a lot of things. I got these little chicken eggs. Yep.
Yeah. But show the chickens come out.
Yeah, look, it's eggshells, and
they're super cute.
Yeah, they're Easter. I got ones with different colors.
That's super cute.
So so you got the little chicks inside them.
Uh-huh.
There you go. That's good. I know, Nicole, very religious that you are.
I think this is hilarious.
I made this.
This is really funny.
This is not funny, Nicole.
I'm sorry.
Religious. This is the tomb. This is.
Yep.
So
the tomb.
And it's a tea light holder.
I think that's the funny part.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it's it looks good on your mantle at night. I'm gonna send you one. I'm gonna send you one, Nicole.
Oh, please.
You know how long this took to look at the detail on this. You can't look
I mean,
at
it is
the rocks.
It is cool.
Yeah.
I have no idea how long that would have taken.
17 hours.
17 hours.
17 hours.
You could have made it out of rock in that time.
I know, right? I could have actually made real rock. This one is nice. This is my golden retriever cell phone holder.
Okay, that's super cute. That I like. Look at that. Yeah. It looks like your pup.
And it goes sideways too. And then the funny thing is, if you hold it sideways and you have it set up, it looks like the dog's looking at you while you're looking at the phone.
Hey, get off.
Which is actually what's
play with me.
Usually really going on, right? So.
Yeah.
Oh, Nicole, the total number of time it has not been running.
Correct.
Adding up all the times I'm changing everything and all that, probably 5-6 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Even overnight, I let it run. When I have larger projects, I save them until like 10 o'clock at night, so that it runs all night, and then I wake up in the morning and they're either just getting finished or they're done. So I mean, probably 5-6 hours. It has not been running.
I cannot wait to see your electric bill.
Well, it's not like it's powered by.
I don't know, but it's something that's running nearly continuously.
It's nothing no different than like a vacuum cleaner, power-wise. So.
Oh my gosh, I just saw Paul's comment. That's pretty funny.
Oh, hold on. You know what? I'm actually not looking at the comments. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Let's put the comments up.
We'd love to have the comments up.
Yes, I'm sorry. Let's see.
I think when you were showing the
Happy Monday. That is awesome, Dan. Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Literally.
Yeah, 17 hours. Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you, Carla. It is awesome. I don't know which
That
one
was
you're
for the
talking
dog.
about.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure that was for the dog.
He's so cute. And the next time I put his name on it the next time.
Aww.
Yeah. All right. So anyway,
but also you created a special like website for me. If I want stuff, I have to fill out a little form on Dan, a thing for Dan.
should I give out that? Is it?
No,
Do you think it's
no,
too
you should
crazy
not.
to give out that
Yes.
website?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Dan.
I mean, it's for it's people that listen to us. I mean, who's like the
Yeah, don't we sometimes have like 10,000 downloads?
total? Like for the 2 years that we don't have.
I know, but if every one of those people, you can think about it,
I'll think about it.
but don't do it.
There's anybody if you want like
No,
3D printed, let me know.
only if it's a tomb.
Get a hold. That's a 17-hour print.
Well, you didn't put specifications out.
Yeah.
You got to set boundaries, Dan.
Well, I know my boundary can be. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, yeah.
It has to be approved.
Yeah, right. I mean,
You
okay.
got to put in a JIRA ticket.
Well, I used to use Trello, and then I switched over to my new. I actually built the new website and the whole ticketing system now. So
Oh God.
anyway, yeah,
All right.
that's the thing you have access to.
Yes, wonderful.
All right, who's your Danny3D.com? If you go there, you guys, there's even like you can click on. It even has the websites where you can go find the models to get 3D printed. So
Oh boy.
it's the only time I'm going to say it right there. Who's your Danny3D.com?
You just said it twice.
Yep. There's nothing. You can't buy anything. Just so you guys know, there's nothing there to buy. It's just for you to say, "Hey, will you print me this?" And I probably will. So, all right.
Now that we got the updates out of our system.
Alan McCloskey of Galveston, Indiana, 92 years old. In 1952, someone asked him to cover their job. Now, the job was, he was a local grave digger.
Oh.
So a local grave digger asked him, "Hey, can you cover me for a week?" He said yes. And then he never stopped. 73 years and 75 days later, he didn't die. He just retired. He holds the Guinness World Record for the longest career as a grave digger. He dug over 5,600 graves, including ones for his parents
Ooh.
and his wife.
Oh.
And here's the kicker. When his son found out that he retired, it was a quiet retirement. He's like, were you gonna tell us this? He said, well, I figure you'd hear about it sometime. He didn't want to party. He didn't want any fuss.
That's such a 92-year-old,
Yeah.
I'm assuming he was in his 90s when he retired.
Yes. Yeah. So he just stopped digging.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm just not coming in anymore, everybody.
Isn't that crazy?
That is for a lot of reasons. Also, I guess I would have thought there would have been more graves. But I guess it depends on, what size town.
5,600?
Over how many years?
I mean,
72 years, did you say?
Yeah.
So wait, 5,600. I
Yeah.
got to do the math on because I can't. Divided by 72 years. That's only 77 graves a year.
5,600. Hold on a minute. Divided
Divided
by
by 12.
72 years. No. So that's.
right.
Oh, wait. No.
Yeah, so that's like 6.5 a month.
5,600
Maybe that's a fair
divided by 12 is 466.
What?
Wait. Hold on. What's the number? God, stupid
it
math.
doesn't matter. It
There's
doesn't
a math
matter.
rule on this show that we're violating right now.
Yeah, we are. We don't do live
What is
math.
it? 5,600?
You've got the story.
Oh, I gotta find what it
It doesn't matter. 72 years is a long time to have any
5,600 graves over 72 years.
job. Yeah.
Okay, so 5,600
Right? Divided
by 72 equals 77.7. So divide that by 12.
Yeah, it's only like 6.5.
6.5 a month.
But
I
guess
mean, it's still a big.
Oh, I am not trying to discount Lester. What's his name?
Why do you keep asking me all these
I'm
questions?
sorry, because I thought you had
Pay
it right in front
attention
of
to
you.
these things, and
No,
then
Alan. Have we not? Alan.
It's Alan.
I am not trying to discount Alan's successes. That's amazing to have that same job for that long, especially something like that. And working into your 90s anyway is heartbreaking. But doing something as manual as I know they're not doing shovels anymore. I'm sure it's like a one of these, a bobcat.
Well, I don't know. He's got to be. You can't be doing that when you're 80 something. Yeah, it's got to be. He's got to be doing.
There's got to be more efficient ways than just a shovel, right?
The skid steer loader, right? He's got to be on. He's got to be on a thing. But
yeah.
So I don't know what angle. So that's one angle. The 72.
Time.
That is a long time. I don't even know what angle to go with this. How about the I'll cover for a week origin story?
Yeah, how does that happen?
How many things in your life have you done where you said, "Oh, I'll just do this," and then all of a sudden you're stuck doing it, like and otherwise?
And how many jobs have you had where you're just like, "Oh, I'm just gonna ask my friend if they wanna cover for me while I'm gone." It's not like something, usually there's like a list of people at work you got to go through or whatever. But yeah,
but not in 1952.
I mean, I guess. But it was like if you worked for the telephone company, you probably couldn't just have your friend cover for you.
I'll give you a good example. Yeah. My cat.
I'm sorry, your cat?
My cat. I said,
oh, yeah.
Sure, I'll watch the cat for a couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
That was 2.5 years ago.
Oh, this is what we're doing. Oh, I've got one of those. Oh, hey, the pandemic started. We can't leave our house. Why don't we just do the show from our couch on Friday night? 6 years later.
That's right. Yep.
I don't remember 250 shows. I don't remember how many it is. 251, I think we just did.
It's crazy. Hey, so another angle, and like I said, I didn't know which angle to take here. Mm-hmm. Another angle, he dug his wife's grave.
Yeah, and his parents. Like, that's got to be really...
Parents,
but still...
Good Lord, his wife's grave, he dug. He said that's what he said he felt obligated to do it because she would have wanted him to.
I would. Wow, okay. Alan, when I die, you better dig my grave because if you do not, I swear. And
you better do it right.
Yeah,
it better be the square or the most perfectly shaped rectangle you've ever.
And make sure the bottom doesn't have any rocks on it because I want to lay flat.
Clean it out. No worms. How do you how can you dig a hole for your wife?
Know. I also feel like the wife would have been like, yeah, no, I don't want you to, you don't have to work.
Alan, you can skip one and that will be mine. You can skip it.
Yeah. Oh, Alan, bless his heart. Have you been seeing did you have any other angles for this one?
The angle of doing something
that long
for 73 years every single day until you're 92 years old and then just quit and don't tell anybody.
Yep. Do you think he woke up and was like, time to dig the graves?
I don't know.
And just like, do.
So those are my three angles on the story, and I don't know which one's more interesting.
Well, I think they're all interesting. I also think there's a lot happening right now in the social media universe around people of this age in their 80s still working for whatever reason because they have to. It's not because they want to. It's usually because they have to. And then people seeing them. There was an older gentleman that had to make like a DoorDash delivery, and he just had to go up 3 stairs. And there was like a video of him, and that looked like it was a real struggle. And people are like, "Oh my God!" Yet, reason 1,478, I wouldn't want to use DoorDash. There was also the woman digging in her crotch and then touching your food.
And then like about a quarter of the time I use DoorDash and the food shows up at my house and it smells like pot.
Right. Yeah.
But I saw that old guy, but although it turned out okay for him. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, they did like a GoFundMe, right?
Yeah. And it got up over, the last I checked, it was over $800,000.
Good for him.
Yeah.
And I think with GoFundMe's, you get to keep it all. I don't remember. Huh. But yeah, I can't imagine doing anything for 72 years.
Nope.
Would not care. All right, everybody. Dan and I clearly have not been in the dating market for quite some time. So, but I still feel. Oh, what?
32 years ago.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. For quite a while.
Actually, that's kind of a lot too.
That is a lot.
It is, because even before I was married, I wasn't in the dating market. I was never in a dating market, like where I had choices and so.
Where I had choices.
I mean,
it was just like the one choice.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it was.
I still don't quite understand how you found Jenny. We'll never know, everybody. Nope. But the newest thing in dating, thank God. I am always very grateful I don't have to be in this world anymore, but it's choremancing. Dan, Forget whining, dining, or getting dressed up.
Do you have like a website you look up that has the dumbest, like call this thing the dumbest thing we can call it, and then we'll talk about it? Like,
no, I get a lot of like newsletter type,
okay.
News in little bits and pieces, and a lot of times they have this kind of thing. Because, like, let's be real.
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about the real news.
No, we don't.
You know what I mean?
It seems like you always find the ones that combine words.
Oh, yeah. I probably find a lot of the, like...
Yeah.
The younger generation
thing and the quiet quitting and the blah, all that. That all comes from you, I think.
Not all, but a lot of it, a large portion.
Yeah.
So this is all about basically doing your chores instead of going on dates. It's a dating hack. Here's one thing. We're going to have to talk about this sometime. Not everything is a hack. Just because you do a thing, it's not a hack. This isn't a dating hack. It's just a trend. Hack. The word hack is now starting to annoy me. But this trend has been called chore-mancing.
I got a trick you can use to not use that word.
Just don't say it.
No. Well, never mind. It was a hack. I was kidding. Oh,
you're going to give me a hack tonight.
I was going to give you a right. Yeah. Never
like
mind.
some things are really a hack.
Like, yeah. When you like cut the time it takes you to do something in half or, that's a hack. Yep. But just doing something is not a hack.
It drives me insane.
Right.
But it's all about romancing each other while doing chores. Think running a few errands or meeting up at Trader Joe's. According to this survey of singles they did, a modern matchmaking service, 65% are officially done with high-pressure first dates and instead are way more interested in low-key meetups built around everyday tasks. According to the survey, 78% of the respondents prefer chore-mancing because it feels like a financially sustainable way to meet someone, and 1 in 3 said this approach actually led to a relationship that lasted long-term. Now, here's the thing. This is being married, everybody.
Yeah.
Going to the grocery store, running to Costco, going to Target or wherever you shop with someone. It's not a date. This is the stuff you do when you don't really go on dates anymore. This is everyday chores is not dating. I think it's weird.
Yeah.
And also, do you want a person seeing like all the things you're buying?
Well, I don't know. I don't buy anything like I don't know. I don't go to the store, so I don't know. Yeah. Like everything comes to my house. So
oh, well, that's also true. But let's say you're a lady. Do you want him seeing you buying tampons? I mean, I don't care, but maybe you need to know if he's going to freak out about buying tampons. You got a little
I feel like we're in 2026 now. It's like they're in the men's bathrooms now.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I just think
I don't think that's a big thing.
I don't know. Well, yeah, that's not a bigger thing. But like, if you've got, let's say you got a foot fungus, and you don't want them seeing you buy a foot fungus pill, or you're going to get your prescriptions, and you don't need them to know that your thyroid's messed up. Like, I don't know. I just think it's weird to have someone you don't know see what you're purchasing. I don't know why. I just think that's weird.
First of all, I love the fact that you can take the girl out of Wisconsin, but you can't take
every once in a while.
Costco.
Yeah, every once in a while I hear it too.
Yeah. But I can't even imagine. I would be so terrible at dating. I can't even imagine. Can we use coupons on dates? Because, we can go to Applebee's. I got a 2-for-1 at you know what I mean? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't that what we want to do? Don't you want somebody? Wouldn't you like to see somebody who's normal and who goes to the grocery store and buys fruits and that's the problem. Because if I went with somebody, that's the real issue. I would then have to go again later because I would go buy fruits and vegetables. Oh, no,
exactly.
Yeah, and then I would have to go back later and buy the Reese's peanut butter cups and the Fruity Pebbles.
Right, and, like how honest are people really going to be in that situation? I think is weird. Also, like you want a break from the normal day-to-day monotony, right? That's what a date is supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun and different and exciting. It's not like, oh, you want to go sit with me at the dentist office? Like, yeah, that sounds fun.
I don't know what's wrong with people, Nicole.
Well, Dan, if only we had enough time.
I was talking to my Starbucks people. Like, they don't want to drive cars. They don't want to like all the things that we just, like you wanted to do when you got to be a certain age. They don't want to do. They don't care. Their dating is all weird. They're all, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I think it's interesting too, because I think so many people to don't necessarily want to move out of their parents' house.
Yeah, they don't.
And we were like, when can I get out?
I was like 18.1 years old, and I
Right.
moved out like just to go because you could, right?
Right.
Like it's now legal for you to go do it.
Yeah, I don't understand that. We were just at a liquor store. I know, weird. And we were just commenting on how big the non-alcoholic beverage aisle has gotten.
Yeah.
And a large part of that is because the younger generations aren't going out and drinking.
Yep.
So, you know, definitely the habits are changing. That one's a little different than, you know, wanting to move out of your parents' house. But I just think I don't know, we're not experienced people anymore. Now we're just like, what do I need to do to survive? I'll do that on a date, as opposed to like, let's go to the movies.
Yeah. That could be it.
Linda moved out at age 17.
Moved out at 17.
Yeah,
Well,
she's like, I'm out.
I get it. Like, I know that, but we did too. Like, I was like 18.1. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, I was engaged when I was 19. So
I was going to say, yes.
But anyway, actually, now that I think about it, I did not move out when I was 18.1
no?
but I went on the road doing stand-up comedy. So I was like gone for months at a time.
Oh, but that's a little different. I think if you are someone who's on tour for your job and having your home base be your parents' house or something like that, that makes sense because you're not there.
Yeah, and they moved and didn't tell me.
Are you kidding me?
I told you this story.
I
came
don't think
home.
you did.
They moved houses. Like I was gone. They moved houses. I came home and went to this house, and I went. And I'm like, well, this is.
Did you walk into this house?
Yep. Like this is not our stuff. Like what's going on here? And then I heard somebody's like, hey, who's here? And I'm like, that's not my dad. Like what the hell? And so I bolted out of the house, and my grandma lived pretty close. And I'm like, I went over to her house. I'm like, what? Who's at my? What's going on? She goes, oh, your parents moved. They live over so and so. I'm like, wait, what? Nobody's gonna tell me. So
how long were you gone?
This was like I don't know, 3 or 4 months maybe. Like,
jeez,
probably wasn't that long. It was probably 2 months maybe.
Did they move all your stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
They set up the room and everything. I went to a new house and I went in the house and and they're like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, fine. You gotta tell me anything? And they're like, welcome home. Like, I'm like, you didn't tell me you were moving. And they were like, what? They had apparently known for like 4 months they were moving and they knew where they were moving to. They just never bothered to tell me.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you ever told me
we
that.
didn't tell you. I'm like, yeah.
Well, did we not mention to you the child who's still living at home?
Yeah. So,
all
right. Up next, here's a story that hits a little close to home. A new study found that people who use their smartphones in the bathroom, and you know who you are,
everyone
has a 46% higher risk of developing hemorrhoids.
What?
Yep. Than people who don't. First of all, who doesn't? That's the thing that I don't know. Who doesn't do this in the bathroom? Right.
I don't know. If you don't, I think you're abnormal.
That's nearly half.
Wow, that's not good.
Apparently sitting in that position for an extended period of time while distracted by your phone puts extra pressure on an area of your body that is not designed to handle that kind of sustained scrolling fueled neglect.
Boy, you got to say that real carefully.
Yeah. Doctors are genuinely concerned, and they should be, because if you're honest with yourself, you've been in that bathroom way too long, more than once this week, right?
Ooh.
Right?
Oh, were you asking me personally?
Yes. I was asking. Well, that was sort of that was the royal
rhetorical.
Yeah, but sure, it could be to you.
Yeah, I feel like I'm better than some people.
I told you before that I wouldn't mind. Like I told you at the Kansas City airport, those bathrooms are so nice. I'm like, I'll just stay in here. Like, now I wouldn't be actually sitting there, although but you're in that position.
Well, that's what I don't get. I mean, I kind of understand, but isn't just sitting the same? Like, what makes it different?
Are you
I love that Dan is trying to replicate what he looks like on the toilet.
No, I'm just trying to think, like, you're sitting down.
I mean, I guess it's probably a little lower than like an office chair, or if you're like me and use a squatty potty, your feet are
squatty potty. You're just pushing it from the day one. I mean, you're in the position to begin with. I don't know. It doesn't
out in the wild
seem like that different from sitting.
Yeah, apparently it is. Maybe it's a cheek spreading situation. I don't know. I don't know how far down this whole pun intended we want to go.
I was thinking though, like before smartphones, like you remember you would go into the bathroom and there'd be like newspapers and magazines in there, right?
You betcha.
So that was also dangerous, apparently.
I think we don't spend as much time on those kinds of things, or you recognize like, oh I can't feel my legs anymore. I should probably get up sooner than if you're on your phone. Because have you ever had that? Like you get up and you're like, oh, yeah, I have no feeling left in my legs. That's probably a problem.
While going to the bathroom?
No, like after you stand up.
Oh, yeah.
Like you've been in there so long. Yeah.
No, I've never had that from the bathroom. I've never sat on the toilet so long that I get up and my legs hurt or I'm like don't have feeling in my legs.
Okay. Potato, Dan.
Hey, yep. And then, I think about like, there were the old magazines in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. That's what was always there, like the
Consumer Reports. Oh, are you going naughty magazines?
No, sort of, no. I was going to say, the bra ads in the Woman's World magazine, but I wasn't sitting down when I was looking at those. What? But
there was the line.
Yeah.
You were looking
you're
for
right.
it.
Yeah, I know. In my head, I was like, is this the line? Yeah.
Standing up versus sitting down was the line.
So technically, I know this whole story, this is like a healthcare story, but actually, sure. I think it really is more of a story of how the cell phone has just colonized every moment of your life, right? You can't, there's no sacred moment where you don't have that phone anymore. And if there is one, that should be it, right?
Yep, because I don't know if you ever have those moments of panic. Like every once in a while, I'll forget my phone. And you feel like one of your appendages is gone. You don't quite know what to do because we are so reliant on them now. And it is very sad.
I've been trying to, when I get up in the morning, do everything because, we all got that habit. First thing you do is check the phone. And the problem is I fall asleep listening to my AirPods. I have so I have to reach over and shut off whatever it is I had on there. But I try very hard to not look at email, social media, news, X. I try, and it doesn't always work, but I try to just put the phone down and go do all my morning stuff, walk the dogs, showers, the breakfast, all that kind of stuff. And then at some point I try to push it until like 8:00. It doesn't always work, but I'm always like, and now that I'm ready for the day, now I can begin, getting inundated with.
That's smart.
Bing, bong, bing. Everything has a god dang notification now too. Everything.
Oh, I have so many settings where I don't get notifications for certain things because I can't take it. It's too stressful.
Like, oh, great. Hey, this is on sale from Costco. Costco sends me a sale. Boing, text message. Like, I don't know. There's something super rude about companies just bothering you with text messages, but whatever.
Yes, I agree. Domino's, somehow I got on a Domino's phone thread thing, and I'm like, leave me alone, man. Yep. I'll order the pizza when I want to order the pizza.
Yep.
And I couldn't even tell you the last time I ordered Domino's pizza. It's been a long time.
I've ordered Domino's recently.
Yeah.
Only because it's fast.
Yeah.
It's not good.
But I'll be glad when the primary is over tomorrow because, boy, am I getting all kinds of text messages.
Oh. Yeah, are you? Yeah, we're not getting it. We don't have any. You guys, we don't have a primary.
We do. And we have Senate. I think our Senate seat because Dick Durbin is retiring. So our Senate seat's up for grabs, and there's like 8 or 9 in my political party that are vying for the spot.
You got a clown car?
I swear, every time I go get the mail, there's like 15 different mailers. What a waste of money.
Can those mailers? Yeah, I get when we have elections, I get like 40 of those a week, and I'm like, I've never stopped and paid attention to any of them.
I literally take them. I don't even unfold them except to see if there's another piece of mail in there, and they go into the recycling.
Somebody's making a lot of money off selling those to people and convincing them that they work, but they don't.
Who is reading those? Who is reading them? I don't know, but the phone calls too. I'm just like, stop texting me. I don't care.
Do you have one more, or do you want me to? Because I got one more that I can do that I just find kind of a little given.
Let's do it because I feel like is this the one that's going to make me like?
Yeah, this is given our previous conversations. Kaya Reel of East Hollywood, California, ordered food delivery. A bright pink Coco robot. That must be what they're called. Showed up to deliver it. This is just a scourge in every neighborhood, having these stupid robots running around.
Have you even seen them, though, out in the wild? It's bizarre.
And we just all accept it. Like, why are we not walking up and just kicking these things and knocking them all over? Like, every time we see one, we need to start fighting back, people. Otherwise, we're going to lose ground. Like, we need to, like, disable every one of these damn robots.
Yeah,
like,
we're going down.
Yes. Imagine when these get combined with AI and they can start thinking. I mean, you've seen iRobot, right?
All the movies. This doesn't end well in any movie. Ever.
Well, this one doesn't end well.
How did they know to cross the street? I saw one crossing like a major 4-lane street the other day.
Really?
Uh-huh. It was at a crosswalk. So I don't know. It's got to have some way of
got to read the sign, right? It's got to read the
knows when it's time for its turn, and it was crossing like a 4-lane street. I'm like, this is bizarre.
Anyway, so on the way through Kaya's neighborhood, the robot drove into her garden. Got her fence caught in its wheel and just ripped it out of the ground and just kept going down the street with the fence.
I feel like this has to happen all the time.
She said it was dragging it. She ran after it in the middle of the street yelling at a robot. Mm-hmm. And it kept trying to go around her. Like, she would get up to it, it would just go around her, dragging the fence. It wouldn't let her catch. You see, it knew it was running away.
It knew. It felt threatened and it was evading.
Yeah, a neighbor heard a crunching sound, turn around. She saw the robot dragging the fence down the road, just whipping right in front of like parked cars and everything. The company reimbursed her. They said the wheel lightly snagged the fence. Mm-hmm. Kaya described it different. And of course, this is not the first time. That same company had a robot run into an ambulance.
Oh.
Another delivery robot from a different company knocked over a parked motorcycle. Ooh. One stopped directly in front of a man, like on a mobility scooter, and just sat there. It got confused.
Like taunting him?
The image of like a grown adult chasing a small pink robot down a street in LA, yelling at it, dragging a fence. I mean, if it's going to happen anywhere, it's LA, and that's going to be made into a movie somehow, right? That's like one of the most 2026 things you can ever even imagine, right? Like,
yeah. I never thought of it until you just said the emergency vehicle thing, because it must know when it can cross the street, right? It must be able to recognize the street, like, or something in its programming. But what happens when there's an ambulance coming and it is in front? There's going to be a lawsuit at some point because somebody in an ambulance, or the ambulance is going to be waylaid because it hits one of these stupid things.
Well, did you just see? So I was in Austin, Texas, mm-hmm. which we talked about, and there are Waymo cars everywhere in Austin. Like, if you're downtown Austin, there are, it feels like every fifth car. It's probably not, but it feels like every mm-hmm. fifth car is a Waymo car. When they just had that shooting down there at that nightclub. Yeah. Apparently, like, the Waymo cars just freaked out and were like stopping in the middle of the road sideways. They were blocking like emergency vehicles trying to get to the scene. Yeah. Because they just like the panic mode is, well, don't hit anything. So just stop. Well, if they just stop and two of them are next to each other and they just stop, well, that's a roadblock, right? If that's and they can't. Yeah. So apparently that was an issue down there during all of that. So
I wouldn't have even thought of it, but I mean, I guess that makes sense. We're getting those here now. The Waymo cars.
Well, but like Chicago actually is getting rid of the delivery robots. You're getting Waymo cars, but you're getting in some neighborhoods. Yeah.
Some neighborhoods, not all of them. What a time to be alive.
Where's the fence? I want to know where the fence is.
Yeah,
did this robot
there's
just like a big pile of fences somewhere that these robots are dropping off the fence?
Like, what happens when you're walking your dog and your dog's leash gets in front, and then nothing good can happen from this, people.
No.
Nothing good.
Agreed.
Don't get your food delivered in a robot. That's all I'm saying. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us.
Who's your nanny3d.com?
Dan, you said you weren't going to say it anymore. Also, stillspinningpodcast.com if you want to get past episodes of the podcast, get a little bit more information, buy some merch. There's no longer spinners. That's right. Any bonus content we ever do will come out to everybody. We will be back next week, Monday, same time, same place. We hope to see you then. If you listen regularly on Wednesdays, if Dan does it right, you will get it on Wednesday. All right. Have a great week, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I forgot. It's tomorrow or yesterday. Whichever way you listen. All right. Have a great week, everybody.
Still spinning.